It's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Throwing to start the drive. McGee. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Operating from the gun. McGee going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Brand, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Howard. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
But what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Here's Howard throwing after the interception. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the final tally. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Down to about the 45. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Lions at 1-7 now on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. Again, a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down. McGee. That'll be caught by Rice.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says that the slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. McGee. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You see them communicating after that play. They both know that they missed a shot for a touchdown on that throw.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Howard. Eluding the pressure right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Howard. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gray. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
With the score, Lions 10, Buccaneers 9.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and goal, Tampa Bay.
Fournette will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake, McGee. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's got room. Touchdown, Detroit. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Howard now, throwing on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going up top for Miller. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Miller in motion right. Now Howard to throw again. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howard. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again.
He'll find Hodgins there, complete.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Isaiah Hodgins.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bucs have cut it back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Buccaneers 14.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Howard on 1st and 10. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Miller in motion right. To throw is Howard. To throw on 2nd down. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Here's Howard, throwing on 3rd and long. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, Howard. And that is incomplete.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
to throw on third down. Howard going up top for Miller. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Howard now looking to throw on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And with a play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Miller, the man in motion. Now Howard throwing on third and long. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Howard throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Buccaneers are back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. McGee.
He'll get this off to Swift.
And some room to maneuver. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
McGee, and that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, McGee. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
This is Swift on the counter.
And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
121 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to throw. McGee. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw. McGee.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay game.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the Lions are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They run it with Mason. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Howard. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 171 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to start this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
To throw is Howard. Throwing to start the drive. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Miller, the man in motion. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Open man is Miller. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Howard on 1st down. Forced out to his left. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Back to throw. Howard. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Howard. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Fournette again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Lions 38, Buccaneers 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what they're in. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Woods, the receiver, in motion left. Swift going to try up the middle. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off play action. McGee. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. Here's a handoff to Swift. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Operating from the gun, McGee. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 23. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He'll look to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And down to the 36-yard line here. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one.